Welcome to another episode of Allstar Garage. What you saw in the last one, if you watched it, if you didn't, go back and watch it, is we got the Jag done for Arlington and changed some spark plugs and got it running and sorted the bits and bobs out. Found the gremlin that we've had for the last 725 or 726 years. That was a fuel filter because it actually ran all right for 7 laps and then it blew up. We've just took the engine out this morning and discovered how bad that actually was, and that seemed to have detonated pretty bad. So we're going to strip that down to get the bits off of it that we need for another one. That can go in the bin, and then crack on with some more madness in the garage. Let's go. Down my leg. Of course it has. Right, I've just put the block up on the bench there and gave birth to 3 kidneys on the way. I'm just going to bring you in and show you the damage that we found so far while the kettle's boiling before we have a look at these crank shells and see how bad the bottom end is. I'll probably throw it away, but we'll have a look anyway because, you know, in the interest of science and everything. Come on, let's go for a little jolly. Right, box of bits and bobs and hooja flanges and flip-flops and whatever. Got to bag things up so you know what's what and what isn't until the bag splits and it all mixes together. Cams and whatever else is in there. That was done earlier. These are the bits I whizzed off just before I left to do the school run, taking the sump off and everything, which Squirrel put everything away nicely. I left everything out, so I'll sort that out in a minute before I get told off. But what we have discovered is massive amounts of meltage between 1 and 2. Like, you could probably walk through that. That's pretty cool. It's not, you know, if you're going to do something, you've got to do it properly, right? So that's detonated. But also, what is interesting is this. Look at the pepper pot effect. And the block's the same. A little bit on the piston. The valves have got little ding-dong marks in them. 3 and 4. Little bits of whatever's going on here. And here, it's great. Obviously, you can see these two have burnt differently because of the gateway compared to them two coked up. But yeah, that's different. Safe to say, the head is about as much use as a chocolate teapot. Nice. So yeah, so I'm going to scrape all this up. I'm trying to find another one of these because that's bent and not great, and it's got an exhaust blow that we've filled up with weld and chemical metal and whatever else about 5 million times. So that can go in the bin. The head can go in the bin. The block can probably go in the bin, but we're going to go over there and have a look. Gearbox and clutch and flywheel and everything else obviously on the floor. Yeah, a bit messy. Can't really see much in here as of yet, so we're just going to buzz these out, undo the com rods and have a look at the rest of the extent of the damage for science purposes. Nice balanced crank though, or it was once upon a time. Tools everywhere. All over the place. Okay, so they're inverted torque sockets, so we're going to do the right thing and just find a normal socket that fits. Probably be an 8, maybe. 8s and 10s are normally quite good for that sort of thing. Let's just do it then, see if that one does it. Probably not. Oh, it's 8. And the little gunner does it. So this is what I'm talking about. Oh, shells aren't too bad. You know these inverted Torx vans? Just use like a normal 8mm. Made for it. See what I mean? Perfect. I'm going to be honest. It doesn't look too bad. Do we keep it? Oh, we might do, but what if it goes bang again? Do we just quit the losses? Do you know what? I might leave it. Oh no, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. What's that? Number one. Just starting to go. She's just starting to rattle out. What's your thoughts and your process on these shells? Knackered? Well, I know the shells obviously I'm not going to reuse, but I don't know. This is too involved for me now. What do we do? Is there a possibility that it started rattling because the top end was so knackered? The rattle was coming from the top with the valves all janky looking. Do we keep the bottom end and then put another head on it? But then if you're going to put another head on it, do you then wait till one rattles out and then keep the head? I don't know. It's worth keeping, I suppose. Is it? I don't know. It stinks. It's not very nice. I'd like to not throw it away because she has had a little bit done to her in the old decking and the honing and the whatever else it is they do. I don't really know what I'm talking about. Sounds good though, doesn't it? I don't know. That needs someone's opinion that's not me. Past 8 and it's late and we don't care because it's late and we're late. Going pretty mad talking to myself because I just don't care. Where's the spanners? Oh, hello. Spaniard. Ah, nut and boltage. Where are we going to put all of them? I need another box. I've got to sort that out. I've stripped like 5 cars. Steer! Ah, wrong size. Perfect. And loose. I used to have this little system going where I've got a trolley in the shed there, and I've got all the 90mm nuts and the bolts and the washers and the round washers and the square washers and the 24s and the 32s and the washers and the nuts and the pulling eyes and the bits of chain and tech screws, and it was all laid out and it lasted about 2 months maybe last year at some point. And then I go, oh, I need to strip a car, and I get a big box and I put all the nuts and bolts in it, and then it goes over there. And then the next one comes in and I go, oh, I need to strip a car. And I get a big box and I put the nuts and the bolts and everything else in it. And then it goes over there. And I've done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I'm running out of boxes. So I need to just sit down for a couple of hours and just go 90mm nut, 90mm bolt, round washer, square washer, 24mm bolt, 24mm. Oh, this is a nice box. So I go, oh look, a box of many nuts, bolts and washers. Let's just tip it in that one. There we go. Now I have a box. And many nuts, bolts and washers. And still no organisation. Perfect. Where'd the socket go? Oh no. Oh, I found it. This was a little bit of a close one. Do you remember the head-on in a DD with the P4? And I started choking out and I couldn't work out what it was. The old wiring loom, look. She's burnt out on the bulkhead there. And it's like bare wire. That's the stuff I was breathing in that I was choking on, but that's also the fuel line there that runs down there, and it's on the bad side of the pump because she's under pressure. So it's quite lucky that never burnt through it really, on the live wire through the fuel pipe. Lucky escape. There we go. Nice. I just realised I came down here at 7 o'clock. It's now 12 o'clock. I still haven't had dinner. Healthy. I cut the front off just because it was all folded around the engine. But I've broke my exhaust pips. That's a pain in the bum. Water tank isn't coming out because that's penetration. And engine mount is a very sad day. As if I'm not having a bad enough week already. I've now ripped the lugs out of my Rover engine, so I don't know what to do with that. Next, oh, and the pulleys decided to not be a pulley much more for the water pump. Look at the McBodge. Perfect. Oh. So yeah, so that's ready to lift out pretty much. I've just got to take off the prop shaft, and there's a bolt underneath the gearbox mount there. Nice. Look at the ball joint. Ratchet strapped in there. I've done 2 races like that. That was pretty cool. Bit of camber the wrong way. Nice. Okay, so on the strippagio, the cage is obviously out that we did last night. Engine's nearly ready to lift out. The floor plate, I've got some bolts I can't reach on my own, but I might be able to get to them once the gearbox and engine's out of the way. So I've got 4 prop bolts here, which is really good because the axle's all locked up, so that doesn't actually turn, so that's probably going to be a bit of a finger biter. And a 90mm bolt going through there. Then it's just the clutch arm. I don't know. I didn't think about that. That's going to be a pain in the bum. Oh, coffee. What is that, 14? Probably not. Maybe. No, definitely. What is that? Apart from loose. I definitely did that up. Okay, I brought the wrong tools for the job. Right. Kind of is a 15 but isn't. What's that in old money? Anyone know? 15 minutes. Look how tight I did these in a previous month. This is already annoying. I'll be honest, I'm jarred off with it already. I've been on it for about 4 minutes today so far and I'm already pissed with it. I suppose I could just gas the prop off because I think it's bent anyway. Is it? I don't know. I know what'll happen, I'll end up gassing the prop off because I think it's bent, and then I'll lift it up and it won't be bent and I'll go, oh, I should have saved that. And then next year, if I race another one, I bet I get a car with no prop shaft, so it's probably worth keeping. Either that or I'll keep it when I don't need to and it'll sit on the shelf for like 27 years. Right, that's it. Patience has already run out. 4.5 minutes in. Here we go. Where's my spark box gone? Oh, crankshell. One that's sitting on the floor. What the hell? That's gone forever. Okay, Here we go. Oh yeah, gassing in shorts. That's how we like it. But I do have new eyes on. Look at them then. Oh yeah. It's definitely some burnt hair. Nice. Stings. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, that's still hot. Oh yeah, that's hot. That's hot. 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 Forklift. Initiate lifting mode. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Nice. What's the chances of that falling on my head? Probably like 60%. That's fine. Ooh. Okay. Got anything to put under there to kind of make it a little bit safe? Nope. Okay, that's that sorted then. But what do I need to undo? The 19 off of there, the pin off of there. Clutch pipe scenario. The world's longest clutch adjuster. Why is that so tight? I bent the clutch arm, man. Oh, I bet it's where the engine's gone back. Great. More damage. Well, it's lucky I never patented the new clutch arm because she's banana. So we'd have a product recall on that. So it's lucky it never went mainstream, really, isn't it? Don't have a head on flat out because you break your clutch and set fire to your knife. 13-inch. No. Ah yeah, forgot about that bit. Might have to take the gear stick off. My bad. You know, the worst thing is I've had this engine in and out a few times now, and I know I have to take that off, and I completely forgot. Because I'm rushing, not Russian, I'm rushing to get it out before I go home. Just think of how much this would turn my hand into jelly if the engine slipped back right now. Okay, there she comes. Okay, no more. No more trouble from you. Bang it. Yeah! Crude. Right, a little bit of damage control with no engine in it for those that say that the P4s are too big and shouldn't be out in the 2 litre bangers. Look at the state of it. Like, yeah, it's got a big chassis, but it is absolutely it's just so thin, it concertinas up like that, or it just twists in half like that, or it just snaps in half like that. You can see there that it's not very thick. And you get people going, oh, the P4s shouldn't be out in the 2 litre bangers because they're far too big. The state of the thing. And it's broke everything. Straight through the water tank. Nice. Smashed all the lugs out the block. Nice.
There's a bow and a hammer. That should all come off now.
Oh no, I've got that side to do.
This side, no. Where's the lever bar gone? It's still gone somewhere. Ah, many leverages.
Yeah, that ain't moving.
There is a lot to be said for speed and power.
Yeah. Go on then, if you want to hit it. You can hit it.
Can't really get in there though, can we?
Nope. It's gonna do me.
Right, I've tried taking them wheel cylinders off, they're not coming off, so that's staying. Sorry, Richard Hedger.
Who's Richard Hedger?
That's the man, the P4 man, that said they're really hard to come by, try and keep them. I've invested more than 3.5 minutes of my time into that and they're not coming off, so they can stay.
Don't want to snap.
Right, that is the P4, pretty much stripped. We've just lifted it up on the lorry, cut the axle out of it. We've took all that steering malarkey off the front of it. I was going to keep the axle, but we've just discovered when we went to turn it that it's bent like a banana. It's had a hit here and twisted that bit out, so the shaft in there's bent. The casing is bent, so we're just going to undo the shafts either end and do the ring of bolts around the front of the diff. And take the diff out, keep the diff, throw the rest, because there's no point keeping hold of that. Do you want to take this back?
Yeah, well, do you realise the price of that wiring?
Would you like it?
Oh, thanks, mate. There's 10mm and an 8mm, no, just a 10mm on your nut gun, please, mate. And a 13.
A 13? It's been an emotional week, Wayne. Where's...
Yeah, but do you know what I was a little bit put out about, though, Pete?
What?
The fact that you turned round and openly said it's something we're doing wrong.
What with the engines? What are you saying is it's not the driver?
Well, no, but, you know, I helped put this engine back together for you.
Well...
You was insinuating
No,
that
what, I'll tell you what I'm insinuating.
it was something that we've done that was wrong.
The last two engines we've done, the last two of my engines that we've done,
Yeah.
right, we go, oh, what we'll do is, we'll do it ourselves, and we'll put the head on, and we'll do this and that and whatever else.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to actually talking the head down, everyone goes, whoa, here you go, Pete, here's the torque
No,
wrench.
they don't.
Yeah,
Listen.
no, the last time when it was on that bench there, Squirrel turned around and went, you can do it, because if it goes wrong, you can blame yourself. Done 4 meetings, and it went bang. Who did I have to blame? Myself. That's what I'm getting the at. Not the fact I want to blame anyone, it's just...
But you've done nothing wrong, mate.
I'm blaming myself.
You've done nothing wrong, and I knew you'd done nothing wrong.
Well, I don't think you told me that on Saturday night. I think you laughed at me. Do you want that as well?
You might have wanted to cut.
Shall I take that water outlet off?
Yes.
Torquicis.
How short are them bolts?
They're quite nice ones, actually.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, well, I'll have them.
What are you having them for, mate?
Engine mounts.
Right.
Would you better keep them for your engine mounts?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Is that all right, though?
No, it's all
Because
part of the
I
deal.
know I'm having the engine, but
It's all part of the
are the
deal.
bolts that come off the engine part of it as well? Because the wiring obviously wasn't.
Well, listen,
I thought it was
Hang on,
sold,
mate.
sold as seen.
if you go to Sainsbury's and you want a Sunday dinner and you buy a bit of roast beef, they don't give you the veg, do they? No. You want an engine, you don't get the auxiliaries around it.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah, but that's like me saying, do you want to buy an engine and I'll give you a piston and nothing else?
No, I'll give you the engines like that, but you do not get the ancillaries all around it.
You didn't really specify though what comes with it. You said there's an engine down in the shed.
For the price you've got that for, my old son, you can't expect anything more than that, can you? And it's delivered to your shed.
It was actually. Rob brought it up.
It was
yesterday.
delivered.
It was delivered.
But how about talk to me about my V6 engines.
What do you want to talk about?
Well,
I'm going to leave that water pump on there because he was starting to
he
lift
can
off.
do that, can't he?
You can do it.
The fact that I didn't realise how many I had.
We've just gone and looked in Wayne's, what should we call it, Pandora's box?
Well, some people would call it a
We've just gone and ventured into
Pandora's box.
Wayne's box
Yes.
and discovered that we were looking at 2.8 engines for another meeting later on in the year where you're not allowed to use the Duratec engine. And Wayne's discovered, he thought he had, Rob's got a 2.8 that he uses, and then Wayne thought there was two more. And we've just discovered a crate that you didn't know existed that had another 3 in it. So hopefully I can pull his little strings and buy one of them off him as well. What do you reckon?
I'd just like to point out for the viewers, you ain't pulling no string of mine, mate.
The Tunbridge Tucker.
You're not pulling no string of mine. You made the last one. And,
I did make the last one.
And I have good memory of it because I do believe it's the only one you have made.
What, today?
No, I could argue whether you actually made one before for me anyway. I honestly can't remember.
Now we know you're talking out of your very,
Well,
very, very loose arse with that comment.
I do have a problem with memory at times.
It's hard to make the tea, mate, when I'm single-handedly sailing the ship. Do you know what I mean?
I'll go make the tea.
That's the best thing you've said all day.
Did you just take charge of my microphone?
Let's take that strap off of there. Many bad things. Come on now. What sort of science is this? Don't do it. Now go that way. Okay. Catching my breath for a second. Getting old and very fat. Okay, so we were up the creek with no paddles, and now we kind of have a little small paddle, like not even a good paddle, like, you know, Finding Nemo and he had the small fin. We're up the creek with the small fin, basically. We're kind of there. We've got the standard 2 litre. And the standard 2 litre was all right at Mildnall the other week. It's not the fastest, but all of this year and all of last year, was it all of last year? Maybe, most of it, probably, some of it. We use it on the shale just to not put so much strain on the built engine and the expensive engine, because I also am a firm believer that you don't really need it on the loose stuff because you're only doing a skid and going sideways. If you're going sideways, you're not going forwards. Or whatever, that's the science behind it. So, the standard 2 litre is going to stay in here for now. So we have got to pull this about a bit and straighten it, but I'll probably take it to Mildnall to kill it off for the BWS. In the meantime, the engine that you've just seen is another 2.3 standard, courtesy of Wayne and Rob in their shed, that I've bought off of them. I've actually bought one off of Gary Webb from Racing, but that's just to replace that one with that one. to go back on their shelf. Gets the wheels turning on my one, which is going to the engine builder, which I'm going to take up there tomorrow. Before I can, I need the flywheel off of this one, because the engine builder's asked for a specific type of flywheel. It's on this engine. This is the one that was on the Ava engine, which I think is an 1800 Mondeo or 1800 Z-Tech, which they drill out and lighten, and then I don't really know the science behind it. So that one is going to go on the 2 litre for the dirt. And the one that's in it is a billet flywheel, which is a lot lighter, and that's going to go away with the rest of stuff tomorrow. But obviously to do that, I need to take it out of this one, so it's the gearbox off jobby, swap the flywheels over, and then everything is done, complete, ready to go to the engine builder tomorrow.
They are friends.
Wayne's made the tea.
Where is my chair, Peter?
Wayne's made the coffee. What chair?
My chair I bought here the other day.
Or put it back outside, because it's a garden chair, so it's in the garden. We don't have a garden. Would you like a chair?
I'll go and get my chair. So you can just take the gearbox out of this then, Peter.
Well, my mate's got a transmission jack.
Your mate?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, who's your mate?
My mate's got a transmission jack, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the car up, I'm going to buzz the prop off, the exhaust off, take the gearbox off, take the clutch and the flywheel off,
Right.
get the other clutch and flywheel, put it on, put the gearbox back on, put the exhaust back on, put the prop back on, put it back down on the floor, done.
Perfect, ready to go again.
Because of my mate.
I'm still trying to work out who your mate is with the transmission jack. I've got one. I've got one myself.
Yeah. That's
But
the one I'm going to use.
you seem to use my jack more than I use my jack.
Well, then you might as well give it to me, ain't you?
No. They are expensive.
That's different. Okay, let's just do it.
Right, so if I lower it,
Just need to go out and back a bit and then,
if I lower it down,
yeah. There you go. Speed, yeah?
yeah, then that comes up. That's perfect, because then it can't go anywhere. There you go.
Wow.
It shouldn't fall off.
But you can even go all the way down and then you can go 90 degrees so you can get to the flywheel.
Yeah, don't knock me off, because I've got the hand.
I do. Otherwise you've just got to pump up the jam a little bit more.
No, because then just leave it there. All
Yeah.
you've got to do is pump it back up and push it back in.
Can you reach that? Do you want the step?
What do you mean, can I reach? Can you reach, in other words?
No, can you do it?
Probably.
Oh, look.
What?
That's a 13 and that's a 14 and that's a 10.
Yeah.
Nothing on this engine and box. This was one we built on the floor.
Clutches. Chewy. Hot and dumping.
Many skids.
That's going to blow up.
I don't even think that's that old, that one.
Ah?
I don't think that's that old.
That's going to go pop. Look at it delaminating. Risk it if you want to.
No, I'm not going to risk that.
That's a new clutch
That's
job.
poo, is what that is. That is many poos.
Just stick it in a box as a spare if we have to. It might get you out, but I wouldn't risk putting it on for fresh maintenance.
Allstar Hydraulics. Okay. Thursday night, we've got nothing better to do. It's Thursday night. We've got nothing better to do. Nice. V8, 3.2 litre Jag. Won't be V8 for long. Better fill that old Rover up with something, I suppose, don't we? Oh yeah, Alpine speakers in the back. Nice. Here we go. Oh, stop then. Stop now. No, don't knock that over. There we go. Perfect. No. A little bit more. Let's go. A little bit more. Nice. So, a little bit's been stripped already. When we filled up the... What did we fill up? The other Jag. The Jag that was sat outside for 27 years. That is gone. So we took the big bits out, the easy bits, the seats, the door cards, the window glass. Most of the inside is out. We've still got the dashboard, the headlining, the steering column, the parcel shelf stuff, the bits in the boot, obviously all this mess underneath the bonnet. So we've got to fill the P4 up to get rid of the P4 because we don't want that to go back empty. So all of this malarkey can go. Right now, there's not many things you need to strip one of these Jags. Mainly some snips, some electrical stuff, some long things, handful of sockets, a wagon wheel, slice and dice, hitting stick. This is not the new replacement for my favourite one. This is the old Mark 1. Still hits things. Glass everywhere, that's great. Probably cut myself. And a kitchen knife that is no longer in my kitchen. Probably loads more as well, but for now, that's a good start. Let's get this dashboard out. Why is the car rolling away? That's not on the agenda. And of course, all the Torxes that I completely forgot about. Here's a new set I bought earlier to replace all the ones I keep snapping. Let's try let's go 30. Good start. Undo everything with a T30 Torx. Apart from that, because it's not a 30. What are you now? Can't see. What? Not sure that was a 30. Maybe not. That was. Definitely I thought 40. No, maybe. Why does this thing keep moving? That's definitely wrong. 25 maybe? I bet it's 27. He's undoing. Nice. I'm doing the limbo. Yeah, column. It's 10. Where's the little extension? Oh, that's a long way out. Do. What was I doing? 10mm steering column. Let's get rid of that. The wheel's sort of straight-ish, so we can push it back on the ramp. Kind of. Probably not. What's? Come on now. Don't mess with me. Yep. Oh, my back clicked. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Where's them? They're over there. Why are they over there? Oh, that's a long way away. 10 mil on the long reach. There's glass everywhere. Walnut trim, anyone? No. You haven't come out for a while. Let's do some of you. Got so many Phillips screwdrivers, I like to exercise them all regularly, you know. Rotate which one is on the menu today. Good service, the orange model. It's been with me probably 6, maybe 7 years. Doesn't get out as much as it used to. Now the newer stuff's come along, you know. But yeah, normally in the racing box, this one. Nope, don't need you. Yeah, yeah. Come on now. Yep. What's going on with that? Don't I? Oh, too much long reach. Didn't need that one. Okay, good boy. Goodbye. I need to get one of them little 3/8 Milwaukee ratchets. Next. Goodbye. Hello? Rusty passenger floor. Pretty standard on one of these. Knocked half the tray of sockets over already, that's good. Great start. Let's use that 30 when it should be a 40. Who cares? Oh no, now it's fallen off. Sorry, I'm not giving you the best view, I know that. Airbag, malarkeys. See if it comes out. Can't remember, probably not. Weigh about 8 mil. Yep. Obviously this is the way they do it in the factory, you know. Removing the dash. Oh man. Always make sure to unplug the wires from the dashboard properly. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, that's off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, airbag. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. around. Okay. Yep. Nice. Here we go. There we go. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Oh, you're 13, hopefully. Goodbye. Glass everywhere. Oh no. Many holes in the floor. I'll be honest, she's not the cleanest one I've ever seen. Hello. But that'll be fine. Nice bit of air conditioning for the feet, you know? No, not a problem. Definitely run a floor plate. Saves welding. Right, that's the inside almost kind of nearly-ish done-ish. What am I going to do? I've got to do a little bit on the parcel shelf. Got some seat belty bits there, which I'll whiz out quickly. Then we get that back bumper off. We get that petrol tank out, because that's in the boot. And then we'll push her back on the ramp and buzz that engine out, I think. Bumper off and petrol tank removal.
Petrol tank removal? Ew.
And the rest of this.
Yeah.
They're not. I've kind of got it mastered now.
Just learning now.
And then I'm going get out.
You probably strip loads of these now, aren't you?
Yeah. I have to take that one off. Hold that boot a minute. And I have to get that down in there like like that.
Give it a little
Do a little
persuasion.
jiggle. And then, because they are a bit of a bugger.
A little bit more persuasion.
Like that.
This has definitely had the fuel tank changed in it.
So that other one, the one I'm racing at the minute, someone's obviously had to change the fuel pump
Cut a hole in the
and
top.
it's cut the whole bulk in it. Oh, fuel leak. Epic.
I don't really like petrol bangers anymore. They're not really much use to me. I won't put the fuel in my car. She's got some juice in her.
Little bit.
Go-go juice.
That's going straight in the road car.
Oh yeah, you got petrol now, haven't you?
Yep.
Epic.
Why has this not come off? This normally comes off a lot easier than that. Hang on, because it muller it.
Oh yeah. He's wrapped all around the tow bar down here. She's on there.
That bit normally comes off. I've never had one with a tow bar though, to be fair, so I might have to unbolt that.
That'll come off, I think. It's just stuck under it.
There you go.
She was just wedged over the tow bar.
Look at all the nuts and bolts on a bit of angle here.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, look at that. Look how many 17s we got. Nylock in there. Nice bit of 4mm angle.
Do you know what, I don't actually have any 70mm nuts, I'm mega short on them.
Well, you got about 10 more now. We've definitely got enough 17s for a little while.
Yeah.
Oh. There she is. She is off to you.
Right, well there it is. Friday's come around like that, so this week is done. We've obviously took that engine to bits after the weekend, gone through that, sorted another engine out. We've had to change the flywheel on the pink one. Obviously stripped this last night, or the majority of it. Never got a chance to get the engine out, but I'll do that at some point next week. And it was getting late, and I didn't want to be too late, because what you didn't see is this morning we were up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and me and Wayne were up country, dropping that engine off with all the bits to try and get that sorted out. Then we shot across the country to Essex and picked up another car, which is quite cool, but I'm not going to tell you about that one just yet. That's outside on the lorry. And I literally got back 10, 15 minutes ago. Squirrel's been here covering the workshop and doing some work today, and he managed to get some bits stripped out and the rest of the glass around the window, and the engine was literally ready to pull out. So that's nearly done. The P4 is absolutely ramo with rubbish, so that can go next week. And show you a bit more. Anyway, I want to crack on and get this done really, and get that ready to go. I spoke to Dan Klein today on the way back, and he's got availability to squeeze me in about 3 weeks to get sign written. So I wouldn't have got it done normally, but because we didn't get to show you much last time, sign writing the P4, for one reason or another, I'm going to try again and see if we can film that and show you some of that. So that'll be in a few weeks' time. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Obviously the Allstar merch stuff is up and running if you want to go over to there and get anything. AllstarGarageMerch.co.uk. Catch you next time.